time now. It's time now for a look latest on local sports. In sports, 10 days of spring football practice will end Friday night at JC Stadium with an inter-squad scrimmage. Time is 7:30. No admission price, so come on and enjoy Friday night football. First-year head coach J.B. Shaw has over 100 kids participating. WIFO Fem caught up with Coach Shaw on Wednesday. We talked about what he feels has been accomplished over the past 2 weeks.
Coach J.B. Shaw, a couple of days away from the spring scrimmage. I just want to invite everybody out there, Coach. You've been out there. It's wine and dine. You got 10 days. What do you think you've got accomplished, and what can you accomplish between now and Friday night?
Yeah, just number one, probably really excited of our kids just learning what our practice expectation is, the tempo of our practice, creating a competitive culture within our practice, and, learning how to play the football, the right way. And our brand of football, what's important to us. And I think we've done a really good job of that. I've been really proud of our players, proud of our numbers that has sustained through spring football. And, really proud of our coaching staff. Our coaches have done a great job of communicating and coaching every kid. So that part's been a lot of fun. And, honestly, we have gotten more installed and more done than I was kind of anticipating. So it's a really good start, of where we want to be going into the summer. And then we've got really, today we've got some scrimmage time out at practice, and tomorrow is going to be a, polish up, get ready for Friday, and then hopefully in spring on a high note at JC Stadium on Friday night.
This will be a controlled scrimmage, so people will see coaches out on the field. You'll be coaching as well as instructing, but will it be like a game type situation? Yeah,
and you're going to see some things on Friday that are going to be kind of different in the fall. For instance, we're not going to signal everything on Friday, and that's partly to protect if who's in the stands watching us. So you'll see some things. Coaches will be out on the field a little bit. So it'll be a little bit different in the fall. In the fall we'll signal everything from the sideline and communicate with hand signals, and we won't do that Friday just to protect ourselves and help our kids continue to learn our system. But we'll have different situations. We may have an open field situation. We may have a coming off the goal line situation, red zone, goal line, and then have a couple of field goal spots where we'll hit some field goals, and you won't see all of our special teams yet. We won't do any type of kickoff return, punt return. We'll wait and get those schemes installed in the summer. So really it'll be, I want to see our kids compete under the lights at JC Stadium in front of a crowd, and just see what we got and see what we have retained and how much we can carry on through that scrimmage on Friday night. So I'm really excited just to get out in front of our community, because our kids have worked extremely hard. I've been super proud of them, and for them to go run around and compete and have fun on Friday night and give our community something to be proud of and create some excitement.
Have you divided the teams up yet?
Yeah, so that's what I'm actually doing this morning. Yesterday was our last practice of kind of everybody playing offense, defense, multiple positions. Today I'll break everybody up into a gold and a black roster, and that's one thing I'm glad you brought that up, Bob. You won't see, some kids won't play offense that may play offense in the fall. We're just going to keep it gold offense versus black defense. For most of the scrimmage, we'll have some 10-15 minutes for our young upcoming ninth graders where they can, they're going to run some routes and, get them out on the field and see them do some things. But for instance, some kids on the black roster that's going to play all defense on Friday night, they've also been playing some offense throughout the spring. It's just they may not play on Friday night just from a time purpose and, making sure we end on a high note. So I'm breaking up the teams right now, and, it's going to be a lot of fun. I think there's already, there may be some side bets, there maybe not on the gold and the black. So it's been a lot of fun, and I think our kids are excited about it.
When you first arrived, we talked about Wayne County's always got athletes. Anybody stand out in particular you excited about?
I'm telling you, I think our skill kids, from a DB, from a receiver, from a running back standpoint, I mean, there's some depth there that's very exciting. And, you know, you've got rising seniors and you've also got rising sophomores. And, you know, so that I'm really proud of where we're at. We've got a long way to go as far as developing into a really good football player. But the exciting part is, you know, we get a whole summer. We got some more time to continue to develop. And then both of our defensive lines, you know, lines of scrimmage, offensive line, defensive line, you know, both of them, I think, by the time we start to play in the fall, is going to be one of our advantages because of some of the football that's been played. You think of Antoine DeWeese, you think of Michael Schaefer, you think of, you know, Malik Tillman, you know, you think of, you know, those type guys that's played a lot of football and they're rising seniors, and bringing some experience back and understand, you know, understand what we're trying to do as far as a leader and what I'm trying to accomplish within our football team. So, you know, I'm really excited about really where we're at as a football team as far as our personnel. And, you know, this thing, personnel-wise, we'll continue to adjust and tweak and, you know, all the way up to it's time to kick off against Glenn or Bradwell, you know. But I think one of our goals, like I told the coaching staff in our first staff meeting going into spring, one of our goals was let's get our kids in the right personnel going into summer or where we think they could be the most successful. And I think we've done that for the most part. And now it's just time to continue to develop and continue to, you know, preach our brand of football and see where we end up right before, you know, summer ball.
Okay, Coach, we'll see you Friday night.
Thanks, Bob. Thanks for all you do, man.
And again, those comments, Coach J. Bo Shaw, once again, the scrimmage tomorrow night. WIFO fan will be broadcasting the scrimmage live. Our pregame will begin at 7 p.m. Myself and Joe Ryder will be on hand. Get ready for Friday Night Lights. Once again, everyone invited. Again, there is no admission tomorrow night. Everyone invited. One of the coaches on the staff is former Coach Scott Brown, who was hired back under the Paul Connor regime. Great to see Coach Brown back on the sidelines again, involved with the high school football program. Atlanta Braves had the day off. They lost Wednesday afternoon to Milwaukee in 11 innings, 7-6 was the final. Braves will be in Miami over the weekend. PGA Championship begins today out in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Defending champion Phil Mickelson withdrew from the event. Tiger Woods on hand will participate in the second major this year as he took part in the Masters. That's going to do it for the latest in local sports. Sports is brought to you each and every day at this time by friends at Harris Ace Hardware.